Yeah, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I'm Mizengo Pinda, the Prime Minister of the United Republic of Tanzania. I came here to participate in this World Economic Forum upon instructions from my President, Kikwete, who has been invited by his friend and brother, President of Egypt, Honorable Mubarak. I think it was important that we come because the President really gives a lot of attention to this august body. It has done a good job in the past, and we still believe it can do a very good job. We came here essentially to deliver four major messages to the meeting. The first one is on oil prices. The prices of oil are growing, escalating day after day. And actually, surprising that today I learned through the TV that the price of oil has gone up to more than 126 US dollars a barrel. Now, what does that mean to the poor countries like Tanzania? It simply means you are havocing almost every kind of an effort in development. We cannot run the transportation because oil is very important. We cannot move people from one area to another because oil is very, very important. We cannot do most of the other development issues because oil is key to this. Now, it has a spillover effect to so many other factors. So it's important for this conference to seriously, critically look at this problem of the rising prices of oil. And it's good that the meeting is taking place right in the Middle East, where the bigger producers of oil also are found. So we think they have a role to play. They think they should look at the developing countries where we are grappling with a lot of problems. Look at the efforts that we are making trying to combat poverty eradication. And yet we cannot do it with the speed that we need because we are confronted with a lot of other financial problems. But as if that is not enough, look at the calamities taking place in most of these third world countries. Wars between each other. Look at the malaria pandemic. Look at the HIV/AIDS. Look at so many other problems like TB. All these need a lot of efforts from the governments. So oil can actually put these all efforts into a zero stage if we are not careful. So we thought this is important that the conference takes note and the brothers within the Middle East seriously look at this problem and see what best can be done. Now, the oil prices have got a spillover effect on the food prices. Now, whether they have a direct correlation between each other is up to the conference now to look at it. It could be because gas is also looking for markets and oil are looking for markets. But there could be also a factor of speculation. But to us, what is crucial, currently, statistics tell us 26,000 to 36,000 children die every year from third world countries. And most of these definitely are from the African region. So, all that's because of other factors, more so malnutrition, food problem, okay? Now, you want to add now these deaths to increase because of this problem? So we should look at the food crisis taking place in the world today as an issue that can have very bad effect on the communities, particularly in the third world countries. Now, I have a lot of trust with this World Economic Forum. They have all the big brains around us. I believe they can do something. They can tell the communities that we have around us to do something with regard to the food crisis currently taking place. The third one that we really wanted to deliver to this particular conference is the need for investments in the African and other least developed countries. You see, we have done quite a lot in terms of trying to move to the market economies. Okay? We've liberalized. We've done a lot in terms of microeconomies. Okay? And things are not so bad. The GDP in most of these countries is continuously rising. The inflation is currently dropping almost in every region, in every part of Africa. So that should be an attraction really to the Middle East people, particularly Egypt and all these other people who are the big producers of oil. Now, what do I see in it? You see, I want to see the surpluses of the oil moving to this region, the sub-Saharan Africa, in order to ensure that at least they help their neighbors to also pick up and be able to do what they think will help this region to come up and see the people of this region doing some better life, living some better life, like we see in other parts of the world. So I think this is an important area, investments. I can give you some examples in Tanzania, for instance. Gold, Tanzania is the third producer now, after Ghana and I think one more country, okay? We can still do more, but we need investors. We have also many other minerals. There is a lot of petroleum exploration taking place. We have gas. So we need brothers from the Middle East. The surpluses that they're earning, please move them to these third world countries. I know you have an attraction into India, you have an attraction into China, but your neighbors probably are more crucial. And at one time I even thought, even the Bible says, and I think it's good, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So we are the nearest neighbors to Middle East. Why can't they think of this? In short, I'm really calling upon the brothers from this region to seriously see what they can do in terms of investments in the sub-Saharan Africa. The fourth aspect that I thought was also important for this conference, and good enough, since I attended the opening ceremony, it has given me a lot of comfort, is the issue of peace within the Middle East. Peace in the Middle East is very crucial. It's crucial not only to the Middle East people, it's crucial to the European countries, to the Asian countries, to the African countries, in short, to the whole world. Why? It's because the Middle East can still determine a lot of things. You see, the simple example we have been given, the oil escalation of prices, that by itself has sent the whole world in confusion. So peace here becomes of an essence, and I think we should all work towards ensuring that peace comes back into this region so that whatever you gain, whatever you think of doing, can also now move into other areas instead of spending all your time trying to see what you can do between Israel and Palestine. I'm really taken up by this issue, and I think we should try and resolve this problem as fast as we can so that you pay attention now to other areas. So in short, these are the four messages that we thought we could deliver to this very important meeting.
What concrete steps can leaders at this meeting take now to foster these mutually beneficial Afro-Arab relations that you're speaking about?
Well, as I said, the World Economic Forum has a big advantage. You see, it has the ability to influence decisions because it has done that in the past. So I believe they can take some very concrete measures to ensure that at least the Middle East people who are producers of oil give a hearing to what this forum is going to suggest to them. And as a result of that, you can also see people hearing on what we should do with the food crisis. I'm sure some of these things are fears. Crisis in food prices probably are fears born out of what is currently taking place. So everybody's thinking of covering himself, making sure that he has food sufficiently provided in his own country. Why? Because if oils are coming up, are rising every day, who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? So I'm sure if they tackle this problem of oil crisis, it will give a spillover effect to so many other factors. So to me, it's the trust I have in the World Economic Forum on the power they have. Who really expected that President Bush would come and address this meeting? It's because of the power of this forum. And if you can manage to bring people like him, I don't see why you should not be able to impart whatever suggestions that are crucial in order to bring about the world order into what it used to be some months ago, rather than keeping on coming up again and again with the same problem. So that is one that I think is very crucial.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.